All right, so one of my favorite pitching strategies, just landed a client, her very first television segment on a huge ABC affiliate. So I had to jump on, like no makeup, sitting at Starbucks, traffic noise behind me, because I had to share with you this secret, okay? We've been tracking it all year, and this one thing has landed our clients more than 60% of the publicity they've gotten this year. We're talking blogs with Forbes and Fast Company and Entrepreneur and Inc. and features and TV segments and podcast interviews, okay? All the different types of publicity that we pitch for. This strategy is what nails more than 60% of them for our clients. Are you ready for it? It is following up. Okay, that seems so simple, but the television segment that I landed for a client today, I pitched that for the first time on November 2nd. That's about 6 weeks ago. I'm recording this on December the 19th. So if you end up watching this on the replay, it's been about 6 weeks, okay? And I normally follow up after 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. I calendar it. So let's say you sit down today and you pitch yourself for an hour for a bunch of opportunities. Go ahead and block out an hour on your calendar 2 weeks from now to send out all your follow-up emails. Because the mistake people make is that they assume that because they didn't hear back, that means no. Not what it means at all. It means that the editor or producer was busy, or they missed your email, or it went into spam, okay? So with this particular producer, we use trackers on our email. We use HubSpot's service for that. And I knew that she hadn't opened my first email. So I followed up a couple of weeks later. This was, a month ago now. I followed up. And again, I haven't ever seen the tracker show that she opened it. So here's what I did. I went on LinkedIn and I found her and I connected with her. And in the kind of custom message box where you can say why you're connecting with somebody, I said, I pitched you one of my clients recently and just wanted to connect with you on here as well. That's it, short and simple, because it won't let you type that much on LinkedIn. And today I noticed she accepted my connection request, which was, it's several weeks old at this point. So I saw that she accepted it. And within minutes, I saw the tracker that showed she opened my email because she saw the LinkedIn message and she went and found my email. Now, I don't know if it was in her spam or she just didn't open it because she didn't recognize my name when I emailed her the first time. It was a cold pitch. It wasn't somebody I had a connection with. It was in a market I've never pitched a client in before, but she went and opened that initial email. So close to 2 hours went by and she still hadn't answered me. So I thought, well, now I know she's opened the email. I know she accepted my request on LinkedIn. So I followed up with her again and I said, thank you so much for accepting my request on LinkedIn today. I wanted to follow up on my pitch below. I always forward my original pitch. I want to follow up on my pitch below. And oh, by the way, my client's been featured on Forbes since I pitched you. Here's a link to the article. Okay, so not only am I following up, I'm pointing out that my client has gotten even more coverage since the last time we talked. My client's awesome. Why aren't you having her on? And she clicked on the Forbes link. I saw that from my tracker. The trackers are great, especially when you do something like I do for a living and you're constantly pitching people and you want to know if they're getting your pitches, if they're reading them, if they're clicking on things. And within 5 minutes, she had emailed me and said, I'm so sorry I missed this the first time. We'd love to book your client. How's January 5th? Poof. That's how I got my client her first television segment, okay? So if you're out there pitching yourself, then the advice is make sure you're calendaring those follow-up dates and that you're following up, and that when you get no response, you're not letting that get you down, because I'm telling you, we tracked it this year. More than 60% of what we landed for our clients, we landed on the follow-up, okay? So make sure you are following up. And if you're hiring somebody else to pitch you, ask them if they have a process in place to follow up on pitches. Make sure your publicist or whoever you're working with is somebody who's following up too, okay? Great question to ask people. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope we get to chat again soon. Happy pitching. And hey, if your follow-up lands you something awesome, come back and tell me about it. I want to hear about it.